Hi! So if you've read the title of this video, which I hope you have, please don't get mad at me. I don't actually think that applying to med school is easy or a piece of cake. I actually wanted to make that title to draw people in to be angry at me first, but then get them to watch this video of me making a cake and using it as a metaphor for applying to medical school. Today I'm testing out a recipe I'd like to call a tanghulu cake. I hope you know what cake is, but tanghulu you might not be as familiar with, but basically it's this Chinese dessert where you take fruit or any other food item. If you know Nick DiGiovanni on YouTube, you know he does like really crazy things with it. But you basically take a food item and you put it into boiling sugar and then into ice water so that the sugar will form this hard shell around the food. To go with that, the flavor of the cake I'm going to be using is the toasted sugar and browned butter cake from Stella Parks at Serious Eats, because I think that fits really well with the theme of cooked sugar. Hopefully everything goes right, but as with applying to medical school, you never know. Things can go wrong along the way or not as you expect. So let's go and we'll see. So the first step of this process is we are going to toast the sugar. And that is why you are going to hear the oven on for the rest of this video, because this oven is loud, but we still need it, and sometimes it likes to remind us all that it exists. Just like me, just making random noises into the void. Anyway, you're going to want to let it toast for about an hour at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius, and then you're going to stir it every once in a while so that it doesn't burn. So the next part of this is to brown 340 grams of butter, which if you read the recipe title, you might have been able to figure that out, that we needed to brown some butter. Just as a heads up, the way that I brown butter is super janky, so maybe don't follow it, but I am going to basically crank the heat up super high, and then I throw the pieces of butter in whole, I swirl it around so it doesn't burn, and then, yeah, hopefully it doesn't, and you get some nice toasty butter to use for the next step. Then you're going to cool it, and if you want to cool it super quickly, you can use an ice bath, which is what I'm doing. You could probably equate this ingredient prep to being an undergrad because you're not applying just yet. You're laying the foundation for applying. We're preparing the ingredients right now. It's like having to have good grades or having to do extracurricular activities. Don't forget that you also have to prepare your pans, and so I'm just going to use parchment paper and also use the leftover butter that was on the wrappers because that's a cool hack to be able to butter something without having to get more butter. Alright, now's the part where things get chaotic. Say you want to apply to med school, but you have to take the MCAT, you have to start writing your primary applications, your secondary applications. Everything, all the ingredients have to start coming together to set it off. For me, that took about 2 years from beginning to study the MCAT. Hopefully cakes don't take 2 years to make, but they also take some time. So I've just added the brown butter, toasted sugar, salt, baking powder, baking soda, and vanilla to a mixing bowl. And now I'm going to beat the crap out of it because sometimes the application cycle doesn't treat you too well, but at the end you will have a silky smooth cake batter. You know, the recipe calls for a stand mixer, but I don't have that. I just have my hands. Now we're going to add the eggs one at a time for a grand total of 4. And to me that equates having to get your letters of recommendation in order because you have to approach each one of them delicately, and they are extremely important for the structure of your application. Now we're going to add in the flour and the milk, and I kind of think this is sort of like your secondary application because that is also crucial for applying to medical school, but it's not the first part of mixing all the ingredients together, it's the second part. My metaphor is, you know, it's there. So this recipe calls for 565 grams of bleached cake flour, but I don't have bleached cake flour, so if it goes wrong because of that, I'm not blaming the recipe people at all, but this is just my choice to make this substitution. And I also don't have cornstarch to make my own cake flour, so don't ask me to do that. Yell at me in the comments so that my engagement goes up. Thank you. I'm also not using the correct kind of milk, probably that the recipe is asking for, because I only have almond milk. So another metaphor, because sometimes you just don't have the perfect exact activities or things that your application needs you to have or that you think you need to have, and that's okay. Hello, I would like to give a news flash that this bowl I chose is way too small, and I am now stressed instead of stress relieved from baking. Once your cake batter or applicant is beaten smooth, you want to pour it into the cake pans that you prepared and bake for about 35 minutes at, again, 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. I'd say baking is the part of the application where you've sent everything off and it's there. It's in the hands of the admissions committee. I'm not saying that to make it sound like the admissions committees are roasting you or are condemning you to burn in fire, but more just that at this point you've done all you can, you are going to do the best you can in terms of waiting and continuing on your activities, but for now there's nothing you can do. And now for the big reveal. I'm going to open up this oven. I'm going to use a chopstick to test to see whether the cake is done. Alright, so while these bad boys cool off, we are going to prepare the decoration. And to me, the decoration is a bit akin to the interview portion of medical school applications, because you have your application, it's done, it's sent off, it's baked, your cake is done, there's nothing else you can do to it, and look, it's pretty viable. We are going to use Nick DiGiovanni's recipe for tanghulu. So it's going to be 2 cups of sugar to 1 cup of water boiled together until a cold spoon handle dipped into the sugar will cause the sugar to harden around it. You'll have like a hardened sugar spoon, congratulations. But then we're going to take skewered fruit and dip it into that, and then into ice water. Hopefully it will all work out. I'm gonna try doing something where I make tanghulu like caramelized sugar rounds to go inside the cake. I'm gonna leave it at that, because if it doesn't work, you're never gonna see that happen, but I think it will be an interesting textual contrast to have crunchy sugar bits inside the cake along with strawberries, which are my fruit I'm using, that are dipped in hard candy. So we'll see how that works. Let's go. Now we are making the whipped cream, and oh boy, it is late outside, and I have class tomorrow, but you know what? We're gonna ignore that to make whipped cream, which I'm equating to the interview portion of classic medical school application, because it's still pretty difficult. You know, gotta stand there whipping the cream, you still gotta do it, but once you're at this stage, end is near. That's convenient. The whipped cream recipe is 1 pint of heavy whipping cream to 1 cup of powdered sugar with however much vanilla your heart says is correct in it as well. And I don't even think I have a whisk here. We're gonna look for one. Oh, looks like walking home with 2 boxes of whipped cream and a uniform backpack for 90 minutes actually whips the cream. Pretty crazy. I don't have a whisk, I only have a fork. I am whipping cream with a fork. Well, I've made a horrible, disgusting mess, but now we have whipped cream, so that's good. We have our cakes, we have our tanghulu, and we have our whipped cream. And we've been through fire, we've been through boiling sugar, we have been through whipping cream. So at least in the sense of the medical school application, we are nearing the end. And hopefully same for this cake. I am very hopeful everything turns out okay. Wish me luck. to do something a little bit risky? Yes. Let's do it anyway. This is too big, I already know it. Hello, I've graduated to sitting on the floor. I know there's not much filling in it because I'm dumb and I don't know how to decorate cakes, but the crunchy filling inside is a really interesting textural contrast. The cake itself, super soft. Some would say too soft. I think it was a little bit too liquidy, to be honest, but the flavor itself is super toasty and I really like that. These strawberries are so crispy. That's the recipe. Thanks for following along. I just want to impress upon you that applications are difficult. Don't be too hard on yourself. It is meant to be something that gives you a beautiful product at the end, like making a cake. But you do have to work hard at it, and you know, there might be some heartbreak, there might be some fallen cake along the way. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon. Bye.